The question is, did you enjoy Percy Jackson? Now, there have only been 2 episodes that have been dropped, but for me, the answer's gonna be a no. Not a maybe, not a yes, just an outright no.
Yeah, for me, it's also an outright no.
And I didn't want it to be a no. I wanted it to be a, oh shit, this is excellent stuff. But overall, the acting was subpar from the kids. The adult acting was actually good, and it made the kid acting look even worse.
It's true. People really wanted this to be good, and if you enjoy it, good for you.
100%.
I'm happy that you are enjoying this, that you're going to watch the seasons, as there are going to be more. For us, it felt like the editing was off.
Yeah, it was very, very poorly put together. Super choppy. The black screens didn't help, and as we were watching, I went, why are they adding so many black screens? And I said, oh shit, that's why they've put the black screens in, because now there are ad tiers on Disney Plus and the black screens are there so they can stick ads in automatically.
And another thing that I really didn't enjoy was actually the length of these episodes. That first episode, it was supposedly 38 minutes long, including the credits.
Yeah.
So really it was only maybe
34.
That first episode could have been another 5 minutes with the same amount of story. I'm not saying to give more filler, but actually these in-between scenes that would have added more to this story, more to these characters, that made it feel more appropriate. It felt like they cut this down to the absolute bare bones to give us just enough. That's not why we wanted a television show.
And to be honest, I kind of preferred the introduction to the movie than the introduction to this show.
The first third of the first film was actually very good.
I think it's because it was better paced. I think the pacing was so off with these first 2 episodes. It did improve in the second one. The overall story was better, the structure was better. But again, the editing, the pacing, the structure overall was not good enough.
No, which is why I'm gonna say we have to drop it.
We're not gonna be watching the rest of the show. But as Non-Sensei said, if you like it, absolutely great. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. I hope you love it even more than you did before. But for us, we just don't want to give it the time because we like the original stuff, we like the books, and hey, some things hit, some things don't. If it hit for you, great. If it didn't for us, then that's just how it is. We're gonna be honest. We're not gonna lie and just say, we love it. It's amazing. The best thing we've ever seen. We have to be straight. And straight, this kind of trash in our view. Our view is not paramount. Our view is not the view. It's a view. It's a take.
Exactly.
You might say it's a bad take. We still think the show's trash. No matter what you say in the comments also. Oh, you're wrong. You're this, you're that. Your mum's this, your mum's that. It ain't gonna do anything, all right? None of that's gonna change our mindsets. It's not gonna happen. And we're not gonna be watching episode 3, so it's not gonna change in the future either. But we've got to do fact of the day. Page number 162, fact number
2.
Starbucks offers 87,000 different drinks combinations.
That's diabolical. That's too many.
Yeah.
That's too much.
But at the end of the day, Starbucks does Starbucks things. Nowadays, that number's... I think we've done this fact, you know.
I think we have done this
I was
fact.
about to say something, and I just had a deja vu moment, like, this book was written a long time ago. I think that number's going to be over 100,000 now.
Oh.
And I said, that seems too familiar.
Almost like we've just stepped into the Lotus Casino somehow.
Wow, hey, that's it right there. That's it right there. Also, we have to say this, the casting was not the problem we had with this show. It was the acting from the kids as well.
Yeah.
So, hey, you cast who you want. You obviously thought they were the best people for the role. No problem. But the acting from them, not particularly great. To be fair, the CGI wasn't bad. I think there were moments in these 2 episodes where I thought, oh wow, that movement is really shoddy. But they cut around the CGI particularly well.
Yeah, I think they're actually saving the budget for later on in the season when they're going to be getting to hell and the casino and all these different things.
We ain't gonna see it, but
We're not going to see it. We're not going to enjoy it, but you guys can enjoy that instead.
That's just how it is.
They skimmed through certain things that should have been skimmed through.
Mrs. Dodds, that whole scene was very crucial, I feel, to his growth.
Yeah. And how Percy took her on. They made it seem very, very accidental within this show. And it was so quick. Within like 10 seconds. Over. Right?
It's almost like the inciting incident for the books.
Yeah.
And it was almost washed over like a nothing burger in the first episode of this show.
Yeah, they moved over it really, really quickly because they were waiting for that ad break.
And then they also had the thing with Grover where his legs were actually covered by the mist.
Yeah.
But in the books, they ain't covered by the mist. He's
No.
actually got a walking problem. And that's how they hid the fact he had goat legs.
Yeah, he had fake legs, if I remember correctly, in the books. And they're just saying, no, it's the mist, the mist. I'm glad they're actually discussing the mist really quickly.
Yes.
Because for people who haven't read the books, they're going to be like, how did no one see any of that? Right? So it's necessary. But I don't like them explaining everything away with the mist where it hadn't been done like that in the books.
You can't have it all. And we're having none of it.